Hello everyone, and welcome to the Learning Royal. Today we'll be installing Ubuntu. Let's see. First, if you haven't watched my VirtualBox installation video yet, please do so because we'll be using the VirtualBox. Okay, and look and press the I button on the side if you want to see in the VirtualBox video. The video will be there. Okay, now open your VirtualBox once you're ready. Okay, so this should be the thing if you haven't added anything to your VirtualBox. Once you open your VirtualBox, click New. Okay, so it'll show something like Create Virtual Machine, and it'll ask you a name. So we'll just put the name Ubuntu, and then the version we'll put it as 64-bit. Okay, and type should be Linux. This machine folder you can change it to whatever you want, but I recommend using the preset folder which it gives you. Okay, so we'll click next. So this is the memory size for the RAM. You can choose it to whatever you want. I'll make it 2 GB, but you don't have to make it 2 GB. You can do it with 1 GB also. It's your choice. Okay, now you have to create a hard disk. So creating a hard disk is a little bit complicated. You have to create a virtual hard disk now. You have to click create. Okay, and then it'll show hard disk file type. And then you have to click VirtualBox disk image. And you go next. Here you have two options, dynamically allocated or fixed size. And the pre-selected option will be dynamically allocated, but you have to click fixed size because that's the one which you will be using. Now change it to how much ever you want. I'm gonna use mine as 30 GB, so I'll change it to 30 GB. You don't have to use it 30 GB, and the recommended is 10 to 20. Now it's gonna take some time. It usually takes like 5 minutes usually at max. If your internet is very bad, it might take 7 or 8 minutes, but no more than that if you're using up to 30 GB. So until then we can wait. Okay, now that our hard disk has been created, we'll stop the function and our Ubuntu will start. And right now we need to change a few settings. So we'll click on the settings button. Okay, and now we're in the general settings. That's the basic, and that's the set one. That's the default one. Now we'll go to the advanced general settings, and if we want to if we want to be able to transfer data from our normal machine to our virtual machine, such as copying, pasting, and dragging and drop, for that we'll have to change this disabled one to bidirectional, and we'll have to change drag and drops disabled to bidirectional. This way we'll be able to share data to both sides. Okay, we'll press OK. Again, go on settings. It'll save the settings. Check again. Okay, it's saved. Now we'll go on system. Now you can change the amount of CPUs you want. I'll change it to 2. It's your choice, how much ever you want. Okay, now we'll go on storage. Now on storage, we'll see that there is this controller IDE which is empty. Okay, and so we need to do something about this. We'll close the settings, go on any browser, and go on this website. I'll put it in the description. So this is the website, releases.ubuntu.com/20.04, and on here click on 64-bit PC AMD 64 desktop image. It's a big file, 2.6 GB, so it's gonna take some time. I already downloaded the file, so I'll just simply go after you download the file, I'll show you what to do. I already downloaded the file, and I'll just simply see where I have it. So I'll find it soon. Okay, downloads. Okay, so and this is the file I downloaded is this Ubuntu file. Okay, and now I'll go back to the virtual machine, And on the virtual machine, I will go on settings again, and remember we run storage, and click on this empty button, and on the side you'll see optical drive, IDE secondary master, and live CD/DVD. So this is basically the place where you're supposed to put your Ubuntu software. Now on the side there's a CD, and there's like a disk button, and then you can choose/create a virtual optical disk, and then when you reach this, it's optical disk selector. We have to add our file, so we'll click on add, and then look, we see our Ubuntu file. We'll open it, and now our Ubuntu file is in the optical disk selector. We'll click on Ubuntu, and then it'll automatically come there. Now look, it's no longer empty, it's Ubuntu 20.04. So now it's there. We'll click OK. Now our Ubuntu is ready to start. So we'll click on start. It's going to take some time to load, but it's going to start eventually. So this is our Ubuntu. It's going to start now. This is the welcome screen, which is going to open right now. So this is basically just checking if our Ubuntu software is complete or not. If it's not complete, it'll just add something. For example, if you accidentally deleted some file in the Ubuntu software, it'll add whatever that is. But for me, I think that my thing isn't complete. My thing is complete, so I'll just check anyways. And then as soon as it's done, it's gonna show us the main screen. Okay, so check finished, no errors found. That's good. Now you might notice right now that your cursor might go in. Don't worry about that. It's gonna come as soon as Ubuntu starts loading. Okay, it's still loading. It's gonna take some time to load. You have to give it some moments. Okay, now you see, after it has loaded a specific amount, you will see that your cursor just turns black, but it's still on there. So now we'll just wait. The loading thing is coming. So, and it's Ubuntu style, so we know that our Ubuntu is working. So that means that the Ubuntu is just processing in the background. It'll be ready to start in a moment or two. Okay, we can wait until then. It seems like our Ubuntu is starting up. Okay, it plays a sound, and then it is starting. The black hat is just a logo of Ubuntu, and don't think that it's some weird background which came. Okay, now it's gonna start to install. So click whatever language and that you want to install this in. There are many languages. I will install it in English, and then as soon as I click English, I have two options: try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. We'll do install Ubuntu. Now it's gonna load, and it's gonna take us to the next page. So now we have many keyboards here. You can choose whatever keyboard layout you want. So there are many layouts. I am gonna choose English US layout. Okay, and on the side there are also many English US layouts. I'm just gonna use the standard English layout, the default one, and I'm gonna continue. Okay, now it will say what apps would you like to install to start with. So click on normal installation, And here in other options, there is download updates while installing Ubuntu. Have that. And I would recommend to have this one install third-party software for graphics and media, because it helps with your graphics and media, as it says. It's gonna make it better. So I would say to check that off too. And continue. Click continue. It's gonna go to the next one. Now don't worry if the time right now does not match with your current time, because it hasn't been changed right now. I'm simply gonna wait. Okay, now installation type. Don't be scared about erase disk and install Ubuntu. Don't be scared about the erase disk one. Is just, it's not going to affect your computer. It's only going to affect the folder that Ubuntu is installed, and you don't need to worry about that much. It's just by erasing disk, it means that it's just installing. So don't worry about it. It's just normal installing. Click on that and click on install now. Now the installation will take a lot of time, so you can wait through that. Okay, before installing, it will say these changes, whatever changes there are. Don't be scared, nothing bad is happening. Say continue. Okay, and then here you can click your time zone. You can even change it if you want. Okay, I'll pick my time zone and I'll continue. Now you have to put your name. In my case, it's the Learning Royal. As you guys know, that's the name of my channel. And then here, whatever you put your name, it's always gonna say slash and it's always gonna say hyphen VirtualBox. You can remove the hyphen if you want, like I'm removing mine, and you can write the whole thing. Even the username, you can do that. And now you can make a password. Now, as you see, the password's there. Now you'll basically continue. It's going to make your account, and now it has started the process, I guess. It's gonna take a long time now, so you can leave your computers now and maybe take a break. So yeah, we will just wait until this process is over. Okay, so now now my installation is complete. So once your installation is complete, it's gonna show this box, installation complete, and it's gonna say restart now. So we'll click on restart now, and it should restart by itself. That took a lot of time to install, but now it's gonna work fine. So after we click restart now, it's gonna start restarting. You might see that your cursor is gone again. That happens whenever it starts again. Don't worry about those entries you're coming. Okay, now it's gonna say please remove the installation medium, then press enter. Don't care about the installation medium, just press enter. It's gonna start showing up now. Okay, now it's loading again. Now if you see, your cursor is gone again. Don't worry, as I told you before, your cursor is gonna come back. Okay, I guess we'll have to wait. And while it's loading, let me tell you a few uses of Ubuntu. So, a few uses that I personally use it for are normal projects, sometimes coding projects, because especially heavy-duty coding projects which are basically projects that require a lot of processing, because my normal machine is not able to process that fast. That's one main reason I use it for. Another reason is when I'm just experimenting with new projects. So while experimenting, I'm able to, I might just lose my processing power from my computer, but on the virtual machine that does not happen. So the virtual machine is just opening. Now look, my account showed up, the Learning Royal. I'll click on that and I'll put in my password. So putting in I put in my password. Now it's gonna open. So it's just opening. It takes a moment to load. And you don't have to have it that you have to put in the password to continue. There was a setting when you were putting the password that you don't have to put in the password, but that's fine. I just put in the password. You don't have to again. It's completely your choice. And remember, this process might take a long and I hope you learned that installing things, especially virtual machines, take a long time. So next time if you're installing a virtual machine, please be careful about that. Okay, now that is connected. That's it. And now I can connect it to any online accounts I want. And I'll just skip it for now. And there's the live patch. Okay. As you can see, as soon as I do this, it says you're ready to go. You can software to install apps like these. Okay, it's loading again. But anyways, you get the point. We're just done. As soon as this thing loads, we can click done, and then we're just done. Okay. So as you see on the side, they use Mozilla. They might not. Okay, it's done now. So that's it for this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe.